a lot of the things that are me have been given to me because of where my life has had to go because of my health.
I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.
Hey guys, welcome to week 4 of, I think, season 4 here on Staying Salty, and also welcome to my closet. I have been incredibly busy lately, and I haven't had time to take care of things around the house and take care of my body, and I've chosen to take care of my body, and my laundry has kind of been victim to that sacrifice, which isn't a sacrifice because it's incredibly important to take care of your body. But I need to fold towels and like underwear and stuff, so I need to sit down and film a video and do this, so I thought might as well do them both at the same time. So yeah, this week we are going to be talking about the gift of life, kind of, that we get from CF, what CF gives to our lives. So to start this off, I'm going to say that I have always been incredibly, optimistic about how I view CF and how I view my life with it. Now, because I've been very optimistic, that is not to say that I have not completely questioned my entire life at one point or another and wish that I didn't have CF. You know, what would my life be like if I wasn't dying faster than everyone else? There was an incident that happened today that, if you follow me on Facebook, you would have seen a big rant about people in my family or whatever. And it, just to kind of sum it up, it's there are some very not nice people in the world that try to make us feel like we're the problem. And we're not the problem. It's the people that think we're the problem with the world that are the problem. And it just cemented in my brain how freaking unbelievably grateful I am that I was blessed in some strange, weird, twisted, beautifully tragic way to be born with CF. I see life in just a different way than people that haven't had access to the world that I've had access to. I don't see people themselves as a burden. My mindset, it's given me my mind. And yes, my mind is a little insane, and I, am not the healthiest when it comes to my mental health, but that's a constant battle as much as anything else. I'm not the healthiest person in the world, obviously, but I'm also not the sickest person in the world. But one day I might be. And that thought kind of puts, your brain into perspective of what's important in life. And it's made me value my time. My time here with the people that I care about, my time here with the people that I don't really care about. It's, how do you want to leave your legacy? What impact do you want to leave on the world? And most people my age don't necessarily think about that. And so I'm grateful that I've been thrusted into this world that is a constant thought on my brain. It might be an exhausting thought on my brain, but whoops, ugh, it is one. Ava, how many bones do you have stuck in blankets? I've been making a dress for a fashion show that I'm walking in tomorrow, so I'm in here all the time working. And Ava comes in here and just lays on blankets and leaves her bones stuck in them, so wow! I honestly thought this would be the easiest video to sit down and film, and I'm pretty sure I say that every single week. I thought this video would be so easy, but then I sat down and thought about my life, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a lot more complicated to try to explain the words in my head, which is kind of why I'm a writer because I can delete stuff and erase it 500 times. And it's easier to put pen to paper than it is to sit there and have a conversation with yourself and the rest of the world. It's a very vulnerable feeling to talk about life like this, in this capacity. Because yes, I can edit it and I can technically make myself say whatever I want, but I don't want to live my life edited. I live the life of a disabled person. But as I am disabled, I'm still able to function in society the best that I can. And some disabled people aren't. Some are stuck in a wheelchair and can't talk and can't move and can't breathe on their own. Even though I can, struggle to breathe on my own, I still can. It puts your life into such a perspective that is really difficult to explain to people that don't experience it. It's not something that you technically wish for someone. Like, man, I wish that person was dying so they could actually see what life is about and the things that really matter in the world. But sometimes, I think at some point in everyone's life, not that they need to get sick and feel this, because no one should have to ever do that, but there has to be some kind of easier way for people in the world to, I don't know. My life with CF, I felt pain, and I've been terrified, and I've been scared, and I've been humiliated, and I've cried and mourned for friends and mourned for myself. I've been held back in my life because I haven't been able to do things physically that I've wanted to do, and I haven't been able to do things because it's just not possible for me to be able to do them. And that's been it. I've been heartbroken over things that I have absolutely no control over, but that's usually how heartbreak happens. But because I've had to go through heartbreak over things that have held me back in my own life and things I haven't been able to do, I've had to go around obstacles and find new ways and make new plans for my life over and over and over again, because life doesn't work out the way that you want it. And especially when you have something that's killing you, you really don't know what's going to happen, and then something happens and you have to try to find a new game plan and something that you are able to do, and find different avenues and outlets to do the things that you're really passionate about. And it's really strange because I've had to find different outlets for myself. I've had things I was already passionate about, that passion be elevated because I've had to learn more about entire cultures around things. And I've had to, just find opportunities in places that you wouldn't necessarily think about. And because of that, I have a greater appreciation. I've had a greater appreciation for everything in life because I've had to view it that way. And not that you necessarily have to, but I'm the kind of person that will look into things and find out the ins and outs of absolutely everything. And because of my passions with those things, it's had me find out more things about myself. And because of that, I've become strong where I was weak before. And my heartbreak and my mourning and my pain and all of these awful things that I've had to go through because I have CF I'm able to look at it a different way, and I'm able to find strength in it. I'm able to find ways to use my pain and figure out how I can help others because of it. Whether it's just a private conversation or, something that I'm able to write for other people to read, or a video that I'm able to make to have people watch, or something that I'm able to say whenever I go and talk on the radio, or something that I'm able to say in speeches that I give at CF events. Or I also work with a foundation that it's kind of like Make-A-Wish, but it's local. And that's actually what the fashion show tomorrow is a benefit for. And, I speak to these things as a grown-up, but as a voice for these children, because it's something that I've gone through and I'm still going through, and their voices aren't strong enough, and they don't know how to put the things that they're feeling and going through into words. And I've been blessed with the opportunity and the drive and just the voice to be able to do that for them. And I think that's a gift that I've been given. I've been given my voice, and I've been given my drive and my passion and my view, and a lot of the things that are me have been given to me because of where my life has had to go because of my health. I just think it's amazing that in this weird ass world that we live in, you're able to take things that are awful and horrible and world shattering and turn them into a voice and something that's raw and human, and just something that in some weird way makes the hard stuff easier. There are some people out there that absolutely hate that I view CF this way, and there are some people out there that, find inspiration in it. I've talked to both sides of the aisle, and, sometimes I'm the happy medium in between, and I get annoyed that I view everything this way, and I get frustrated with myself, and it's like, why it's not fair, and this life isn't fair, and I just want to be able to do all of these things. But then I sit back and I look at my life, and it's just weird when you sit there and look back at your life, at all the things that you've been able to accomplish despite the struggles that you've gone through. But then at the same time, I think, and I'm like, if I've been able to accomplish all of this while I'm dealing with all of this, what would I have been able to accomplish if I didn't have to deal with any of this, and I was just some normal girl that wasn't dying? And then I think, if I was just some normal girl that wasn't dying, I might not even care about any of this. And I don't know how to live in a world and not care about this. And it's weird to think that, you love something about yourself that's killing you, but I do, and it's a really weird phenomenon. I don't understand myself sometimes, but I don't think that you're necessarily supposed to understand everything about yourself. That's kind of just a journey that we all take. So every single person in their life has obstacles that they have to go through, and so if I didn't have this, there might be something even worse that I had to deal with. And it really hurts when people use your own illness as a weapon against you and say that you're the reason that everything is wrong in the world, and you should just You know, there's people out there that are going to make you feel like, you know, you're this huge burden and you should just go and die because you're, you know, you're what's wrong with everything. And I think that would be the case with anyone in life. Whether you're just a woman, someone can make you feel that way. Or if you were someone of a different race, if you were someone of a different religion, if you were someone of a different sexual orientation or gender identity, or just there's something, anything in life that people are going to make you feel like you're not worth it. And that is awful, and it's not okay. And if ever in your life someone's made you feel that way, I just want you to know that they're wrong. They're so absolutely completely wrong. And you know, there's the things that they're tearing you down about are a huge gift to your life. And because of the things that you've gone through because of them, that is awful. It makes you see that there are things that are wrong. And it makes you see that there are things that need to be changed. And I think that we were put in these positions so that we can use our voices to be that change that needs to happen. We're the voice into the other side of life that others might be ignorant to. And I think that we go through the obstacles that we go through so that we can be that light for other people. My voice and the way that I view myself in the world is my gift. That's what CF's given me, and even if it's a little bit harder and it's a bigger challenge, I know that I would have had a challenge regardless of the fact, and I'm just grateful that I've been blessed with the opportunities that I have been to be able to know these things about life and be able to just love it in this weirdly tragic and twisted but amazing way that it is, even if it is more difficult, and even if I have to struggle through it, it's worth it in the end to make the best that I can of this life, because it's what I've been given, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure that I don't waste a minute of it, and I don't waste my voice because of it. So yeah. I could go in circles about this for God knows how long, but I really need to finish this. I've actually gotten a lot accomplished, so this was a good idea. I might do this again. Who knows? Depends how crazy life gets, because we all know life gets crazy, but money flew out of those pants. This is a good day. So that's like $10. So that's gonna be it for this week. I will see you guys next week with a very, very interesting video. My brother's gonna be in it. So yeah, hopefully he's gonna be in it. I have to talk him into doing it, which I've been trying to talk him into doing it for quite a while, so yeah, but I hope you guys got something out of this, or, you know, whatever. Like this video if you did, share it if you feel like it's something that needs to be shared. I really want everyone in the comments down below to say, you know, something that they feel is a gift, whether it's good or bad or ugly or beautiful or whatever in between that it is, of a struggle that you go through in your own life, something that you feel that it's given to your own life. And yeah, I want to have a conversation about this because it's one of the most important things in the entire world to have a conversation about. And yeah, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already so you can see what everyone else has to say about this topic and all of the things that we're going to talk about in the future. And I'll see you guys next week.